We're live. What's up? What's up? This is Coach Stokes, Stokeshouse Boxing Academy. You got to stay ready so you ain't got to worry about getting ready. We definitely are keeping ready with today's special guest. I met this brother, man, about 2.5, 3 years ago. I had the opportunity, man, in a lifetime to work with him and a couple other great fighters at CSA Combat Sports Academy in Pleasanton. This brother is the most reputable, most notable American Muay Thai fighter ever in our history. And I know he definitely is going to be in the Hall of Fame one day. Who else am I talking about? No other than the American badass himself, Kevin, the Soul Assassin Ross. What's up, brother?
What's up, man? Good to see you.
You too, man. You too, man. What's been going on with you, bro?
Same old stuff, man. Well, not really same old stuff. I've been taking a break for once in my life. I fought back in July. Been kind of chilling since then. Still working out, moving around a little bit, but haven't been training. Not that day in day out grind. So it's been nice taking a step back from the sport for a minute and just seeing what normal life is like.
No, man, it shocked me because I saw you commentating, and bro, you look really well. Because I've never seen you in a suit, bro. And I'm like, dang, this dude looking like a damn GQ model, man. You cleaned up very well, bro.
Yeah, well, I got to give Gina credit for that because she's the one that gets me dressed up nice. Because I'd just wear gym clothes all day if it was up to me.
Yo, hey, same way. Hey, shout out to his woman Gina Carano, man. Definitely big up to you, Gina. Hey, Kev, let's dive into it, man. I really want to talk about the Conor and Khabib match this past weekend, and it's been so much on it because people saying that it's a black eye when it comes to the sport.
Mm-hmm.
Me as on the boxer side, this happens all the time in boxing.
Yeah.
Things happen and it goes accordingly and things don't. But what I want to know is this: when it comes to martial arts, especially Muay Thai, because I've heard people say, it's not a bad thing to tap out or to bow if you feel like you're overmatched, or if a person is better than you when it comes to martial arts. You just come back and fight another day. But when it comes to boxing, it's a little bit more rough because guys would take that pounding and thinking like maybe I can get that one punch knockout, or I still have that puncher's chance. I still have a chance to win. But when it comes to this, where everything was leading up, man, what do you think about that fight, man? And how it ended up in the end?
Well, obviously it was pretty crazy, but I find that when you promote something to be what exactly it was, and then it goes a little too far, like who's actually to blame there? I blame the promoters for one. You're motivating these people to like run their mouths and to make this show and to hate each other and to do all these things and start talking all this smack about their families and their religions and things. And then when it gets out of hand, now you want to act like they're to blame and they're the problem. And that's what you wanted. That's what sold seats. You know what I mean? So it's I don't think it should be part of the sport, but it is part of the sport, and it is something that everyone uses to their benefit. But when it gets a little too out of hand, people want to like act like it's a problem when that was all great and fun when it was making you money, and then all of a sudden it went a little too far, and now it's a problem. I don't see that, and they're just going to spin this and use it to promote another fight or to promote their next fight. So it's not like it's going to be all that bad. I don't think it's a good thing, and I think that a lot of bad things will come with it. I think if anything, it's going to make that happen more often than it is now, where now it's like a one-time thing. It'll probably happen again and again.
So let me ask you this, Kev. Do you think more people would try to start these quote unquote fake beefs? I'm not going to say it's fake, but it seems like real WWE-ish to me.
Yeah. That's one of the unfortunate things, because when I find when that's really there, you should just be honest with how you feel about another person. If you guys really don't like each other, don't like each other. The problem is when people start playing up and like it's all just a show now and it's not real, and that's when things get a little messy. I find I tell people, if you don't like somebody, then be that way, but don't feel like you have to be that way. Don't feel like there has to be a rivalry, because there doesn't have to be. There's people who have a lot of respect for each other and had some of the greatest fights ever. So it's one doesn't always equal the other, and it's unfortunately when things do blow up like that, and other people look at that and like, oh, maybe I should do that too, and like So now you got other people like trying to make that kind of drama when it's not really there, or taking it too far. And, you know, that's when people get hurt, and that's when bad things happen.
You know, I heard Paulie Malignaggi, he was talking about Arturo Gatti, who's your favorite fighter, one of your favorite fighters. Arturo Gatti, he had a lot of people that came to see him fight, but people always respected him because they knew that whether win, lose, or draw, you're going to get your money's worth, and he's going to leave it out in the ring. Today, in today's society, let me ask you this. Do you see a difference when it comes to Muay Thai fighters, Vice, when you first came up? Because I know in boxing, like today, these kids don't think about, they only care about their record. And that doesn't make you a great champion. Because I'm trying to let guys know it doesn't matter if you are 25-0. If you have not fought anybody that's worth on your record, that don't mean shit.
Yeah.
Can you expand on that, Kev?
Yeah, well, I guess it's really just a matter of what you put credibility onto, you know, like if what's the most important thing to you is being undefeated, if what's most important to you is having a lot of people look at you, whether they love you or hate you, you know, it's back in the day when there wasn't as much money or no money and there wasn't people watching, it was all about that honor, that respect, that everything. But with the growth and popularity of a sport comes all those other things. So people have different reasons to be involved. You know, like when I first got involved in the sport, this was before YouTube. nobody could see these fights. There was no Muay Thai fights that you could even watch. You know, like we'd get fights from Thailand that were like a month old on VHS. And, you know, so people that were involved in the sport back then, it was all about the honor, the respect, the passion for it. There were no other reasons to be involved in it. But with the growth in popularity, now you got people that want to put on these shows. And I'm not going to say it's wrong because they have different reasons to be involved in it than I do. But for me as an individual, I find that's the only reason that you should be doing this. But I'm different when it comes to that.
Social media definitely has run rampant. For example, when I was boxing and when you were coming up in the sport, like you said, you would get fights a month later on DVD. If for example, if I saw Pernell Whitaker do a move, I had to catch it on TV when they replayed it 2 or 3 weeks later, or, you know, I had to envision in my mind. I know you did the same thing, but now I look at my son, he's freaking looking on YouTube. I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm trying to see how Floyd Mayweather do that check hook. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's you know, it's a great thing, but then too, it's a bad thing because I feel like, have you ever seen that movie Idiocracy?
Yeah.
Kev.
That's today. That's right now.
Yes. And Kev, when I first saw that movie, I was saying to myself, man, it felt weird me even watching it because I'm saying to myself, what the hell is going on? But if you look at it today, that's exactly how things are.
Oh, yeah.
Dumbing down.
It's like a documentary now instead of a movie.
Yeah. Kev, piggyback off that, have you ever had anybody that ever got underneath your nerves to the point where you thought you were going to cross the line ever? And you don't have to say his name. You don't have to say his name.
Not to where I was ever going to cross the line, but where, you know, I'm so unemotional and I don't let those things kind of happen to me. But yeah, one time there was a time, an instance where things got a little crazy, you know, and crazy for me. And like I was like shoving him before we fought and everything. And I fought with a lot of hostility and anger, and I almost lost that fight because of it. Because that's just not me. Like some people need to get angry to fight. You know, I'm not one of those people that clouds things up in my mind. So yeah, I let him get under my skin. There was a lot of reasons, a lot of things that had happened, and you know, it's an understandable thing. It's like you have two people who their profession is to fight, and then you start adding all these other things to it, and you're encouraging it out of them, and then you think it's weird when things go a little crazy. Like,
right,
what do you think was gonna happen?
Right, exactly. And then at the end, like you said, it's only the promoters, it's the people that are marketing this, and at the end, it's like maybe we went a little too far, maybe. Yeah. You know, I'm just glad nobody really got hurt because
it could have been so much worse.
So much worse, brother. So much worse, and you and I both know that. Kev, what do you? I want to ask you a question because last time we talked, we was on my podcast. I asked you the perfect boxer, offensively, defensively, and ring IQ generalship, I should say. I got a new one for you right now.
Okay.
If you had 24 hours to live, brother, 24 hours to live, and you could test your skills, Muay Thai or boxing, against anyone past or present, who would you love to fight before you die?
Well, I would say Sanchez, but I already fought him.
Right.
You know, like there's the question of who do I want to fight skill wise, or who do I fight because I just think it would be awesome to be in there with.
Right.
So for me, Gotti would, like, without a doubt, like I would just want to be there and be like, oh, I got hit. Because I'm such a big fan, you know what I mean? But
yep.
you know, there's so many different ways that question could go for various reasons. But you know, I even right now, like I always want to get in there with people that I enjoy watching fight. You know, that's how I've always been. Was like, if there's somebody that excites me to watch, that's someone that it would excite me to fight. And that's how I try to fight too. Is like, I want to fight the way I would want to watch a fight. Who
you liking right now? Who do you like watching right now?
Man, honestly, like, everybody I love to watch is dead or don't fight no more. It's tough. It's tough these days. You know, particularly you know, with MMA being so big and everything. You know, I mean, there's so many amazing fighters, and there's different things that I take from different people. Like, even if I don't enjoy them technically as a fighter, so, like, there's certain things they may do that are like, even Conor, like, I'm not a big fan of his at all, but because I don't like the whole attitude and everything with it, but his skill and ability is unbelievable. So
I give him that.
So there's always something you can take from somebody, and then, you know, that's kind of how I go. You know, like, I watch all the fights just because there's always something I can take, good or bad, from every fighter, and I'm always trying to learn and grow and get better.
Definitely. Kev, man, before we wrap up and conclude, is there a message that you would like to give to everybody, you know, just to the world when it comes to you?
You know, I think the most important thing is just staying true to yourself, whether that's in fighting or anything in life. You know, a lot of times we try to be somebody that we're not, which, on the other hand, is also something you have to do to grow and to be better. You have to kind of push yourself past who you are in the moment. But when you lose yourself is when things get tricky. Even if on the outside things are going well, you're winning fights, you're making money, et cetera, et cetera. When you're doing that and you're not who you really are, that's when you end up having problems in the long run. And that's something I constantly have to learn, just to be myself, be true to who I am, regardless of what the outcome might be. Yes. You know, and not making those exceptions just because things might not go well.
Kev, you got anything planned for the future coming up? Or I know you said that you're relaxed right now, but anything you're looking at?
Nothing set right now. You know, I'm just starting to get moving around again. Early next year, maybe, but I'm trying not to put a timeline on it right now, so I can really just take things at my own speed and not rush back into anything. But ideally, I'd like to fight right now. But, you know, realistically, early next year, if things go well.
Got you. Kev, what are your social media handles so that people can follow you if they want to get in contact with you? Because I know you are training people, you're doing seminars, you just got back from overseas. So how can they get in contact with you, brother?
So my Instagram is The Soul Assassin, DA Soul Assassin. I believe my Facebook is Kevin the Soul Assassin. There might be a Ross at the end of that.
Right.
Twitter's also The Soul Assassin. It's pretty easy to find me online. Just Google my name and I'll pop up all over the place.
Kev, I just want to tell you, man, personally, me as a boxer, man, I didn't know anything about Muay Thai. And then when I started coming to CSA and started working with you guys, you specifically, man, you taught me a lot when it came to Muay Thai. One of the things was there's no way in the world I would even be a Muay Thai fighter because you guys are badass, man. Boxing is rough, but you guys hit with elbows and knees and all that stuff. It's a whole nother animal, man. So I would like to tell anybody that the sport of Muay Thai is real. It's legit. You got to be you got to be a thinker. You know, you got to be shaking and moving. You cannot be boring. You have to be in it. You have to be immersed in it. But I just want to tell you specifically that you are one of my favorite people that I love working with, man. At any time, man, I would love to work with you again, bro. So
it means a lot to me, man. I love working with you too.
Man, no problem, man. I just want to tell you that, man. So, hey, everybody, thank you for joining us. This is Coach Stokes from the ring to the concrete, Stokeshouse Boxing Academy. You got to stay ready so you ain't gonna worry about getting ready. Follow me on Instagram, Stokes, STOKES_boxing. That's Stokes _boxing. And then Facebook is Stokeshouse Boxing Academy. But Kevin, Soul Assassin, once again, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
And looking to have you on the next season.
Appreciate it, man.